The past 4 years was just a disaster. Not even a chance in the world.
Some people say if Trump gets into office, he's a threat to democracy.
I think really it buckles down a lot to that. Everybody's feeling inflation. The immigrants, coming in and killing people.
It's ridiculous. For us Jews, she doesn't like us as, she says she's gonna do stuff, but I don't think she's gonna do it.
We haven't heard anything from Biden, or we've had many press conferences. We haven't heard any answers from him. We haven't heard any answers from Harris also.
I didn't say that. That's him voting for Trump.
So what is the #1 policy concern for you?
I don't think there's really any good or even fair options.
Now the head's on backwards. People are suffering, and they're taking all this money and giving it to the illegal immigrants.
Is America right now need saving?
Are you kidding?
Hey guys, if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. This is a documentary lifestyle channel with the focus on telling the stories of real people and making sure that it's an alternative to the mainstream media. So thank you again for tuning in. And if you haven't already, check out the Hasidic Jewish investigation video series that I'm in the process of doing. The first one's already out. The next couple are coming out. They all follow under the same category. So thank you again, and I'll see you in the video.
All right, guys, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, my name is Alessi. This is a documentary lifestyle channel, an alternative to the mainstream media. So today I'm joined with
Mason. My name's Mason Kruse. How you guys doing?
Yeah, he is the Jersey local showing me around today.
Yes, sir.
And today we are in one of the largest Orthodox communities in all of New Jersey. And Mason's gonna take me around. Mason brings the energy, so I'm excited today. So we'll see you guys in the video. All right, who are you voting for this November?
Trump,
Okay, why Trump?
because he's done a fantastic job the first time around, and he's going to do a fantastic job the second time around. And the past 4 years was just a disaster in the whole world.
Why was it a disaster?
Well, take a look at what's going on in Ukraine. Take a look at your grocery bills. Take a look at practically everything and anything what's going on. You have a president that really is at the beach most of the time. You have a vice president that's just clueless with ideas. And it's a disaster at the border. I could just go on and on with the problems that's going on. By Trump, inflation was low, the world was at peace, and we could do it again.
People are saying, though, Trump gets into power, he's going to be like a dictator. He's going to usurp power and be complete domination. Do you fear that? Do you feel like that's true?
I don't think that's true at all. I think that Trump is very pragmatic. I think that he's a man of integrity. He's proven that. He's disproven all the people that have said that he's going to be a dictator. He's disproven it by the first 4 years of his office. You see what he did. He made a lot of deals with Democrats. He sat down with them. He made deals with Putin. He kept it in check. He kept North Korea in check. I mean, there's nothing like the experience. Nothing like to see what you get.
How close would you be to voting for her? Is it close? Is it not close?
Not even a chance in the world. She says she wants to cut taxes and she wants to bring down the... So why is everything so expensive right now? And the reason is, like Trump says, because she has all these policies of stopping drilling, the pipeline to Alaska. She cut that the first day Joe Biden came in. He fired 11,000 workers over there up in the north in Alaska. He drained the emergency reserves of the oil, American emergency reserves of oil. So basically, he made everything expensive. Putin was emboldened because he has the oil. Now he's got the money, and now, everything is, just, he's got the power now, and he felt like going in, and everything just started with that. And Trump's plan of drilling, bringing down the prices, making America strong again financially, and really enforcing that if America is strong financially, they're going to be strong around the world also. So there's no chance in the world of voting for Kamala. And I hope that everybody else sees exactly the light the way I see it. And it's very, very clear. And as far as anti-Semitism also, I think take a look at the rise of anti-Semitism. It was like 400% this past few years. It's exploded, and exploded under Kamala's watch. And there's a reason for it. It's very, very simple. She's very, very soft on crime. She lets everybody just, run amok, and that's why it's a disaster what America is right now. So I hope Trump wins.
And do you think because of where we are right now, is the community, if you were to speak on the community, what is the tendency of the community to feel? Are they going to be in line with you? Do you have some that are like, no, we need Kamala Harris? What is the feel?
So just look at the history. Look at what the community did 4 years ago. I think Lakewood and the surrounding areas, we were the Trumpiest town in Jersey.
Really?
I think we had like 70%. Was like the numbers were like, it was very, very high. So and the reason is everybody sees it very clearly. I mean, he was running up against Joe Biden, which he had a history of being good to the Jews, but Trump was really. He really went the extra mile, and we gave him the vote the first time, even the second time. The second time that he wrote in 2016. Also, we went for Trump because he's a very loyal friend, and we really reciprocated. And I hope all the Jews also see that also. It's obvious.
Who are you voting for this November?
Donald Trump.
Why?
Because he supports Israel and the Jews. And I think he just makes a great president just for America.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we had 4 years of him. I think his foreign policies are amazing. He really did make America great again, with the jobs and all that stuff. He's a smart businessman, and he used that, I think, to lead the country.
And Kamala Harris, you don't think is equipped to do that?
I'll be honest with you. I don't know much about her, but we've seen Donald Trump in action, for 4 years. So he's tried and true. He's proven himself.
What about the last 4 years with Biden? Some people say if Trump gets into office, he's a threat to democracy, that he could be a dictator and just completely overthrow the system. Do you worry about that? Do you believe that's true?
I mean, I hear what they're saying because some things, that he says are sometimes concerning. But, I mean, like I said, we had 4 years and that didn't happen.
Is there any chance that New Jersey could become a red state, knowing that a lot of your community we've spoken to today, a lot of them are voting for Donald Trump? Do you think there is a possibility that the entire state has that same feeling?
I don't know. I don't know enough statistically and stuff like that.
And in terms of just the major concern, like if there's one policy you're most concerned about, what is that?
For whom?
For you. If there's a policy that the presidents are running on,
Anything?
like what is that number one policy where it's like, all right, this person speaks to what I need for my community and my family?
It's probably, I would say, economy. I think really it buckles down a lot to that. Everybody's feeling the inflation and, all that stuff. But I can't say that I'm not concerned about my brothers and sisters in Israel. So, but like I said, I really do think that just for Americans, whether or not you're pro-Israel, anti-Israel, whatever, he was just a good president for America with the jobs and he's just not afraid to do what he thinks is right. You know what I mean? And he's not afraid to stand up to China and say, hey, we're giving the jobs back to people around here, or the immigrants, coming in and killing people, and then, let's go give free housing and free this and free that to illegal immigrants. Like, can we have some of that? I'll take free housing. I was born here. You know what I mean?
Who are you voting for this November?
If I would be in America, which I'm not, I would vote for Trump.
Where are you from?
I'm from America, but I'm going to school in Israel.
But you are an American citizen?
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
So you can vote for Trump. Okay, yeah. But if you could, you would vote for him. Why would you vote for him?
Because I think he could change the lives of the world. I think he would be better than what the president now is doing. It's ridiculous. I think it would be better if we had a more powerful president than what we have now. I think this corruption is ridiculous. The world needs Trump.
Well, what about Kamala Harris? She says that she's going to try to accomplish similar things as Trump.
I don't believe that for 1 second, because I think she doesn't like, for us Jews, she doesn't like us as what she says she's gonna do stuff, but I don't think she's gonna do it. I would believe it if I see it. If I see something different than what she's saying right now, then maybe I would consider. But as of now, I don't think Kamala Harris is as a good president. And especially, I don't think women would be cut out to be a president.
You don't think a woman would be cut out to be president? Why do you say that?
Because of my opinion, because I don't see, and I haven't heard of any woman ever want to become president, and I don't believe for 1 second that a woman president would do the job. As of now, but I could be wrong, but I've seen mostly women. I've mostly seen men be president than a woman.
Yeah, the United States hasn't had a woman yet. What is the number one policy concern for you?
Number one policy is that I think the whole world needs protection, and we all need to be safe. I think for all of our loved ones and all of our people that are out there and they're scared to go out of the world, and they're very scared, very nervous. And
what is that policy specifically? If you can nail that down, are you worried about foreign policy? Are you worried about the economy?
About everything. I think everything in life is it's corrupted. I think the world right now is corrupted. In the United States, everything is corrupted. It needs to get back to, and we need Trump back. This is not a joke. This is really ridiculous. I think the world needs Trump.
Who are you voting for in the 2024 election, and why?
It's probably no secret that most of the people are voting Republican.
Really? Yeah. So I don't know about this. We're coming from an ignorant background. Why are you voting for Trump?
I didn't say that I'm necessarily voting for Trump as an individual for president.
Okay.
And generally, down the line, our community votes for conservative causes. We have family values and believe in a strong America and a culturally strong America. So we're going to generally vote for the Republican nominees down the ticket.
So Kamala Harris says things just like this, that she's going to help out the local Americans, take care of them, cut taxes. So when she says these things, does that not gravitate some of the community to want to vote for the Democrat Party?
Well, she's saying whatever will help her get elected. She's flip-flopping just about every single issue of importance to ordinary, hardworking Americans, like fracking and supporting Israel and things like that.
So what is the number one policy concern for you specifically? Not just your community, but speaking on your behalf.
I think that whoever pull that lever for, you'll have to hold your nose and just, take the plunge. I don't think there's really any good or even fair options to be his presidential race. But, you have to choose the lesser of the two evils.
But in terms of policy, what is the number one concern for you? We're not talking about candidates right now, but just like a policy decision. Like, what is the concern?
As a patriotic American and a religious individual, it's the moral issues. It's crime. And, basically the degradation of family values are very, very important. Last but not least, the financial aspect is very, very important to ordinary working Americans, not people that get transfer payments or are supported by government handouts, but people that actually work hard to support their families. Issues like taxes, tariffs, inflation, these things are extremely important to allow the middle class to be able to survive as a middle class.
So when it comes to that day in November, it's not necessarily the individual. You see it more as the lesser of the two evils. Is that the mindset going in?
That is the mindset for myself and probably a bulk of the people that reside in this community, although I can't really speak for them. I could just speak collectively for the people of this community, and we are a growing community and have growing political clout in this country because, New Jersey's not really a swing state. It can be.
It can be. Maybe this
With
election.
the right factors, but, we hold a considerable political clout in places like Florida and Pennsylvania and some other important swing states, and we vote as a herd as well because our values are very similar due to our religious convictions.
Who are you voting for?
I definitely didn't think about it, but chances are I'm going to vote Republican. Why is that?
Yes.
On a very simple level is that I've seen more. I understand that I'm pretty much what do you call it? Like a mid-level family.
Okay.
Said that's a middle of income, and it was, even though they have more programs in that sense from the Democratic Party, but it hasn't been helping me much, and I've been making more money. And I had more money when I was under Trump than I have now.
What do you think of Kamala Harris
As a person,
as a presidential candidate?
she hasn't said anything. We don't know.
And what about the last 4 years under the Biden administration?
We don't know what happened. We haven't heard anything from Biden, or we've had many press conferences. We haven't heard any answers from him. We haven't heard any answers from Harris also. If they would say something, we may agree. We just don't know what they have to offer.
And what's your number one policy concern?
Overall, as a personal person, I'm not very much into overall. I'm Jewish, maybe Israel something. I want to know my bank account. How are we helping my personal? How am I going to be able to make through my statements? Right now, I have to cut back on my costs. How am I going to be able to pay my rent next month? You could tell me how I could. Then maybe how I could pay my next month rents. Maybe that would help me. But so far, we haven't heard that.
So it's the economy is the number one concern. for you.
Probably.
Sir, who are you voting for this November? Donald Trump.
Why?
He's going to save America.
Is America right now need saving?
Are you kidding? It's a third world country. First of all, the justice system is crooked. And there's no justice. There's really no justice. They have their heads on backwards, and people are suffering, and they're taking all this money, they're giving it to the illegal immigrants for no reason. There's no reason for it.
Is there any way you would vote for Kamala Harris? What about under the Biden administration?
I'd rather not vote than vote for Kamala Harris. What?
People have been saying under the Biden administration that America's back to what it was. If it goes back to Trump, it'll be a dictatorship.
Why dictatorship? Why is it a dictatorship?
They say that if Trump gets power again, that he's going to become a fascist ruler and he take over.
Bunch of wrong.
Yeah, there's no truth to that.
No. Why is this true? Because he wants to bring us back to what we were before, so that he's a dictator. It's ridiculous.
Do you think, in terms of you were to speak for your community, the Orthodox community, are they going for Kamala Harris or are they going for Trump?
They're all voting for Trump. And even though they claim that 60% of Jews are voting for Harris, that's not the Orthodox Jews from here. I think 90% last time voted for Trump. She has no experience in anything at all. Doesn't everybody understand that the dollar is not worth what it was worth, or the buying power is not what it was, and we're paying $4.69 for a dozen eggs? It's ridiculous. So what does she say? We have to get used to paying more prices. That's how it is.